Hey guys, it's your boy Mr. 𝐤𝐨𝐬𝐿. I wanted to talk to you for a second. Doing a short show here right now. This is live, and I hope everyone's doing well back home in the United States. It is about 5, 6 o'clock. Hey Alexa, what time is it? Hey Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 6:20 p.m. Enjoy your evening.
6:20 p.m. in Bahrain. And let me show you a little quick view before we start. This is what we're looking at right here. As the night sets, this is a Friday. This is considered to be the weekend, which it is a weekend for everyone. But Thursday kicks off the weekend here. And as you see, traffic, not too bad. Pretty moderate, but not bad as it was after Ramadan. So, I want to talk to people. Before we even start, I want you to go ahead and go to the links down below. Or I will say this, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I have a free course that I'm offering down in the description below on how to start your business on Facebook, A to Z, absolutely free. Doesn't cost you anything. What do you have to lose? If you really are serious about growing your business or starting a business, you definitely need to jump on this. People who make excuses are the ones that still make excuses 30 years later on why they didn't get the business started. And I'm just going to go right into it, right? My name is Mr. Luke Evan Brooks, Passive Income Central. Something bothered me today, and I just want to talk to you about that. And it's going to be some cuss words, and it's just going to give you a warning. So if you got issues with it, go ahead and just leave. But I'm going to be straight up with you. The reason why people won't buy your shit. I was dealing with someone on my Facebook, won't throw no names, but they kept harassing me about my link to my profile. Now, my link that I give you isn't in the description. I tell everyone that it's always posted either in my profile banner or on Facebook or on YouTube, where we broadcast this also too as replay. And the person kept bugging me. And so I have a traffic business. Okay, that's good for you, but I never asked you for any help or any traffic. And let me break something down to you, because it really had me bothered before I went to the little brunch here that we had. Is that with your business, if you truly making money, you're not going to be doing petty things like that, right? You're not going to sit there and play games with your time, because to me, the most precious thing, more than money, is time, right? Time or money, but time is the number one thing, because you cannot get the time. You can always lose money and come back, but you can never get your time back. Time is equally with everyone. You get 24 hours a day. Everyone gets it. There's no, the wealth gets 36 hours or whatever, and the poor gets 12 hours. You get 24 hours. You have to make use for it. The average people sleep is 8 hours, so you lose a fraction of that, right? You lose a quarter of that. But to me, sleep is the most precious thing. And if you're running a business, you're serious about your business, you may consider giving up some of your sleep. And nothing wrong with that. You may not sleep 8 hours. I don't sleep 8 hours. I sleep about 4 hours. And I function perfectly, right? My thing with this person, with what I see what people are doing online, is very terrible. Yes, I interact with you with my automation system. I said, hey, I give shout outs, and I explain it. And me and Mr. Arson, who's online now, he's one of the staff members, we're going to educate you on the next product that we use to do that with, right? But the whole purpose behind that is to just build rapport, not to sell to you on the first day or whatever, because my stuff is always going to be posted on Facebook. It's not hard for me, but the number one thing is to build awareness of who you are. And unless you are a celebrity, unless you know some celebrities or you're well known on social media, no one knows you. So you'll have a uphill battle to get yourself out there. Now, I'm not sitting there saying you got to use Facebook to do that. There's other platforms you can use: TikTok, YouTube, Twitter. The thing is that you need to be good at one of those, right? That's the basic 101 on Traffic Secrets by Russell Brunson. You need to be smart on that one thing. I'm not saying you can't do all of them, But you don't want to spread yourself thin when you're starting off. You want to be good at one particular thing. For me, I use YouTube, right? I use Facebook to do my organic marketing, right? Using automation. But if I'm doing paid stuff, I'm using YouTube because I'm doing two things. I'm building my brand awareness for Passive Income Central. And two, I'm getting revenue off of YouTube. And the guy was like, send me your link, send me your link, send me your link. If I already sent you the link and you just like, okay, disregard it, I'll point you to where it's at. And said, no, give it to me again. That tells me that you're not serious. So there's telltale signs to tell if someone is serious about their profession as far as being an entrepreneur, helping people, or someone who's just looking to get a next buck. And this is what I told them. If you can't go to my profile, like how you're contacting me, just to click on 2 links to get to my free product, then this ain't for you. Because we don't deal with losers. And that's the true thing. The reason why your stuff is not getting sold, you're approaching people and attacking them instead of understanding them. First thing I would have did is get to know a person. How they doing, what's going on in their life, things like that. I wouldn't even talk about sales. I don't talk about. When people approach me, I talk to them. I say, I want to network. I don't sit there and say, well, you need to buy my product because my product is going to sell itself. I was looking today and it's like, damn, I got paid. I didn't even realize it. And that's a good feeling. I got paid off one of my products. So the product speaks for itself if you're putting the things in the back end, because you have to be the subject matter expert. You have to appear like that. You have to have the authority to show yourself as the one that knows what's going on. Because if you don't, people are not going to buy from you. They're already not going to buy from you if they don't know you. If you're not helping people, it's not going to do anything. And his approach was to say, well, let me just go ahead and keep badgering them. What's going to happen? It's just like you trying to badger a girl. If you keep badgering a girl, hey, let's go out. You're going to get the opposite effect. She's not going to give up and be like, okay, fine, we go out. What she's going to do is block you if you're talking to her on social media, or call the police, right? One of the options. The same thing applies with online marketing. It's called social media for a reason. You have to socialize. You have to talk to people. You don't go into people's inbox, keep bugging them. And then when I gave them the thing, right? And this is the thing that shows that you're inconsiderate. And this is for anyone who is doing online sales. If a client or a prospect gives you information on where you can get their information at, and you say, well, I'm too busy, but you contacted them just maybe 5-10 minutes. They didn't contact you, you contact them. You lost the sale right there. You lost the sale. I recommend to people, do not bother people in their Facebook inbox. It's one thing to post on their comments and stuff, like I do with my automation. But to go in their inbox and then badger them to buy stuff that they never asked for is stupid. I remember when I was working at AT&T and we had a data sales manager, and the data sales manager said, what I want y'all to do is to take them directly to the iPhone. I questioned it. I said, that doesn't make sense. What if they don't want an iPhone? What if their job requires them to have a rugged phone to work out in construction? What if they need a rugged phone? No, send them the iPhone. You know how bad it got? It got very, very bad. And people were pissed. Hey, Joan. And people got pissed, right? People got pissed at how that came on, because you basically saying, forget what you're thinking. Let me just show you the number one thing here. Just because it's number one for the company doesn't mean it's number one for the customer. And that's why I try to tell people. And the thing is, I did this for years. Dealing with customers, right? Dealing with marketing, dealing with sales, dealing with online businesses, where I pitch something to someone they don't want, and I keep pitching. Stop pitching. And that's what I understood. My time is valued, right? My question to that person, and I don't know if he's watching or not, It's how much time are you devoted to go to customers who say they don't want something, they're not interested. How much time are you giving to that one customer? Because time is something that you cannot gain back, right? Time flows constantly. Even though it might seem like we are having a good time at the theme park, or we go to the marina over here, the marina or whatever, and time just flies by. It's constant. It's just for us, we perceive time differently. My thing is that I recommend to anyone, get to know your customers, get to know where their habitat at, know where they go to congregate. So if they're going to ClickFunnels, for example, if they're going there to get answers and stuff, you need to become a subject matter expert into answering questions. When you do that, people are going to start going into your profile, and your profile has to be up to par. It has to be a professional profile. Or you need to have a link going to your website to offer your services, and they come to you, versus you going after every single person one-on-one. That's not how you make money. That's not how you make big money. That's how you go get a sandwich at McDonald's. If you're hungry and say, I don't got no money, I gotta go get a sandwich real quick. That's the best way to do it, versus going the other way around and just being able to create multiple streams of income. I was talking to one of the guest stars of Passive Income Central, Miss Rose, and she's already in her second business. Never has she ever badgered people with her products of barley and products of dishwashing detergent. She never has. What she has done is demonstrated to people on her Facebook and on her YouTube to show people, hey, this is how this product works. This is what we're doing. This is how it can actually benefit you, and it's educating people. Because the first thing about people wanting something, if they don't know what they want, you got to educate people. You got to educate people on a problem that they may be facing, right? Now, if you're just going there and you're assuming that you know the problem, you're stupid. I'm going to tell you that right now. What you have to do is address a general problem. Let's say, hey, the reason why you're not getting sales is because you're not reaching to the right people. And the benefits of using Friend Connector to get the right audience goes like this. And you go into your benefits, and you're explaining the problem, you're going through the benefits, and then you're offering the solution, and then you're calling a call to action. You may not do that in all your videos, right? You may have a product, you may address a problem, and that might be that one video, right? If you do video. If you turn around and say, well, stay tuned, do it like a soap opera sequence, meaning that you leave everyone to a cliffhanger to say, hey, I gotta watch the next video, comes out next week or the next day or whatever, they're gonna be drugged to it, right? And once that takes place, you gain an audience. And you also have to use some advertisement, whether it's organic or inorganic. For me, I use both. Organic is nice, it takes a while, but when you use inorganic, you can speed things up. And I stayed away from Facebook with inorganic because they're very strict. I use YouTube. I have grown my audience size. I have reached out to many people, and they're getting the message. They get understanding the content, and you just got to be consistent with it. People are not going to buy your product when you're harassing them. They're not going to buy the product if they don't know who you are. They're not going to buy the product if you're not educating them. If you're doing things that fall out of balance with those three things I mentioned, no wonder you're not making the sales. No wonder you're sitting here scratching your head trying to figure out, well, why won't no one buy anything from me? Why won't they buy anything? Because they don't know you from a can of paint. You're coming over here, I got traffic, or I got relationship books, or I got cookbooks. You're not showing them anything. And, honestly, if you're true about being an entrepreneur, if you're true about really learning the trade of making money online or making multiple streams of income, you will put in the time, pick up a book, and study. Not everything I say is the Bible, but following the leader is, following the people who are successful are. Looking at Russell Brunson, he came up with ClickFunnels. He had a team, he came up with what he wanted to do, and the rest is history. Gary V, Tariq Nasheed, rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. They follow those leaders, right? Follow what they did, not saying you replicate everything, but you look at what you can do to flavor it on your own style, and people will follow you. People will come to you instead of you going to them because you're already talking to them through a platform that you have. Just take the time out and really focus on what you're trying to accomplish. What is your short-term goals? What are your long-term goals? How are you going to make this a sustainable income where you don't have to go deliver pizzas? You don't have to get underway on a ship. You don't have to do none of that nonsense that some of the people on here are doing. Because I can tell you right now, we're going through inflation. And people can sit here and fake it all they want to. Like I always been keeping it real here. I do work for the Navy, but this ain't my only source of income. Matter of fact, this ain't my second source of income. I have multiple streams of income. So how do I use that to really capitalize when it comes to retirement time? That's where I'm getting at, right? If you're sitting on one source of income, you're really, I'm not gonna say you're really stupid, but you're missing the picture. The ones that sit here and stay stuck on Facebook all the time, I'm telling you, I have something to help you out. You just need to click on that link down below. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. It's getting dark in here. I wanted this to talk to you. I really want to address that person who kept contacting me. If you watch the video, you watch the video. If you don't, whatever. If you understand what I'm saying, if you feel like I connected with you, you feel like that this message was for you, please go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. Let's make this happen. Let's not give up. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Take care.